everybody, welcome back to the Nature Center, and I would like to tell you that our book for this first Nature Tales in February is It's Winter, and the book is by Linda Glaser, and the cut paper illustrations are by Susan Swan. It's winter. I chase and zigzag here and there, catching snowflakes in the air. They land on my face and on my hair. I stick out my tongue and catch one. Yum. Flakes, flakes, and flakes float down, down, down. Some melt, but some stick when they touch the bare ground. I can hardly wait to wake up and see how deep the snow will finally be. We're all bundled up in winter's warm snowsuits with scarves and hats and mittens and boots. The snow is so bright we have to squint. Each step we take, we sink, 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 making deep footprints. It's winter. We make snow angels and build a snowman and snow lady. They sparkle brightly in the sun. I don't even feel cold. I'm having so much fun. Bare tree branches reach up high, sketching brown tree patterns into the sky. There's a tap, tap, tap. I look up and see a woodpecker pecking at a tree. My breath comes in small white puffs. I trudge in my snow boots, going squeak, crunch, crunch. The air's so cold, it freezes the hairs inside my nose. Brrr. One day I get a letter from my grandpa and grandma who live down south in Florida. They say it's hot and sunny. Ooh, that seems so strange and funny. Our winters are so different, it's hard to believe. But see, here is a photo of them sunning on the beach. Meanwhile, here up north, in caves where I can't see, little brown bats are hibernating. They don't eat or move, and they barely breathe. They all huddle together and sleep, sleep, sleep. Shh. Inside this hollow tree, there's a honeybee hive. The honeybees hardly seem alive, but they're staying warm by crowding together, all taking turns, huddled in the center. It's winter! Way, way down under my feet, turtles, snakes, and earthworms are all fast asleep. Groundhogs are also curled up in sleep. Their hearts go so slowly that they barely beat. Chipmunks sleep under the ground on piles of nuts and seed. Sometimes they wake up, take a quick snack, and then go back to sleep. We skate around on the frozen pond, and way under the ice, down in the soft mud, dragonfly nymphs are fast asleep, and so are hibernating frogs. It's winter, but even here up north, not all the animals are asleep. Deer come to eat tender twigs and barks of tree. Gray squirrels leap from branch to branch, tree to tree. Whee! Every day I scatter bird seed, then lots of birds swoop down to eat. We get sparrows, cardinals, blue jays, and chickadees. They eat and eat and cheep, cheep, cheep. The sun sets early, the days seem short. Even before dinner, it's already dark. We search the night sky for winter constellations. Look up there, I see Orion. The moon glows with a soft, creamy light, and ooh, there's a halo around it tonight. I spot Snowshoe Hare just sitting there. Its white coat blends in with the snow. But soon in the spring, its fur will turn brown to blend in with the ground. This Nature Tales, we are going to, instead of doing a craft, we're going to talk about nature activities to do when it's winter. And then I encourage you to come out and do some of those things, okay? So the first one that they have here is feed winter birds. So you can scatter bird seed on the ground or fill a bird feeder or start feeding birds, but don't stop because they're counting on you. Once you start feeding birds, they're going to return and they're counting on that food. You can make pine cone bird feeders. You can string popcorn on strings as well. Keep a record of all the birds that you see at your feeder. Dig under the snow, and if you can find some moss, make sure you cover it up again. But under the snow, it's warmer, so moss is able to survive all winter because of that. Find as many types of evergreen trees as you can and see if you can identify them. Listen to winter sounds, the crack of ice, the crunch of snow on your snow boots, and the call of winter birds. Notice animal tracks and try to identify them. Go snowshoeing, sledding, or ice skating. And in the township, there's an ice skating area over by Township Hall. Here at the Riverbends Park, if you go down to Patriot Field, there's a really nice sledding hill. And there's no entrance fee to come into the park. So I'm sure a lot of you have gotten sleds for Christmas. Bring those sleds out and give them a shot on those hills out there. It's a lot of fun. I know I used to take my kids out there when they were little. They still come out now that they're big kids, but it's a lot of fun out there too. And then you can always, after you're done, stop in for a visit at the Nature Center. Just give us a call, make an appointment. Okay? Make snow angels or build a snow fort. Make big snow animals that you can ride. You can catch snowflakes on a dark piece of paper or fabric and look at them under a magnifying glass. Go to a frozen stream with a grown-up and notice the ice formations and the water running underneath. Make sure to stay on the ground and not on the ice. Take a walk in the woods with a grown-up, and we have lots of trails here. And also at other parks here in the township, go out and look at nature, okay? Be really quiet so that you can spot winter birds or animals. You will see deer out foraging, and you'll also see other animals as well if you're quiet. If you're too loud, you're not going to be able to hear them, okay? See if you can spot a cocoon hanging from branches on trees or on the ground. They may look like dead leaf, but when the weather gets warmer, moths will come out of those. And so you may find some cocoons out there. I know we've done that in the past here in the park. See if you can find pointy leaf buds on trees and bushes. Notice how tightly they're wrapped to stay warm all winter. You can fill a plastic pail with snow and then bring it inside. And then as it melts, and when it's done melting, see how much water there is from all that snow that you filled in the bucket, and you're going to find that it goes down really low. You can collect some fresh, clean snow and make a snowball and put it in a cone. Pour some maple syrup on it, and you can eat it as a snow cone. During the winter, not all places have snow and freezing temperatures. Check the internet for other cities around the country and around the world and see what kind of weather they are having. Imagine what children there are doing. If you live where there's snow, put a snowball into a plastic container and store it in the freezer. In the summer, take it out and hold it against your cheek and remember winter. Another thing that I did one year with my kids was, it was really cold outside and snowy, but they wanted to play with the snow, and we have a 3 seasons room. So I gathered a whole bunch of snow up and they made miniature snowmen. And then we took them and we put them outside where it was cold and they could still see them from the house, but they were able to do that in a warmer area than freezing outside. So on those really, really cold days when it's too cold for you to be outside, you can actually bring some of that winter indoors, make a tiny snowman, and then put it back outside so you can save it and have fun with it.